Sitting with your family to enjoy a confession by a sister. She says she got involved with a man. She does not intend to ruin his family life, even though she's going to have an issue with a man, and she needs us to listen to the full details of her confession and see if we're able to help her. I am Miss Nancy, the host of Confessions on TV3 that comes to you this and every Saturday at 10 p.m. And I have with me my wonderful studio audience, and I will be having great resource people coming your way with wisdom and knowledge for your life today and tomorrow. MTN, thank you for the support you give to Confessions every day. MTN, everywhere you go. I am seated in the confessions booth and I'm ready to listen to the story, to the confession of this beautiful young lady who said that she erred, but she did not intend for it to go as far as it's going. I am interested and curious at the same time. My lady, you're welcome to Confessions on TV3.
Thank you, Miss Nancy.
I am Miss Nancy, and I'm listening to you without judgment whatsoever. Please go ahead.
Miss Nancy, please, I'm a 25-year-old housekeeper employed by a wonderful couple. The wife is a businesswoman, often travels and leaves me in charge of the house and her husband. Anytime she travels, she tells me to take good care of the house and also the husband if he needs anything. The husband is very handsome, very intelligent man and very kind.
Oh.
So Miss Nancy, he was so kind to me. I saw him as a boss and a brother. Until my best friend came in one time. Anytime my madam travels, my friend comes into the house to, visit me and all that. So my friend was like, your boss is so nice, why don't you lure him and then have sex with him? I'm like, oh no. I see him to be like my brother or even a father figure to me. I can't do that. So she kept on, pushing the agenda of me having sex with my boss. And one day when my madam traveled, I started, trying to lure him, but he never gave me the attention. But one day I went naked in front of him and he couldn't resist me, so he ended up having sex with me. After a month or 3 weeks, I realized I was pregnant, and when I told him, he said I should either abort the baby and leave the house. So
Abort the baby or leave the house, or abort and leave the house?
both. I should abort and leave because he doesn't want to have anything to do with me because it wasn't his intention.
Of course.
To do something like that with me.
Was it your intention to get pregnant, or you just wanted to have sex and have fun?
I just wanted to have sex and have fun, but moreover, the man too is very handsome, and I feel when I have his child, it wouldn't be bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what exactly is your confession, my dear?
Miss Nancy, the woman is saying that she wants a divorce, and my intention was not to.
The woman got to know you admitted to her that you slept with her husband and you're now pregnant.
Yes, she had to force me to speak the truth.
And did you admit to her also that you practically seduced her husband and that the husband had never looked your way?
I told her that my friend lured me to do that.
Okay. And now, why are you here?
Now the woman wants to file for a divorce, and I don't want them to, depart because they are a wonderful family.
Oh.
I want them together. Yeah. So I don't know, but I also don't want to abort the baby. I want to keep the child for myself.
So you want to keep the child, You want the financial assistance of the husband, but you do not want their marriage or their family to split up. And so that is why you are here, that we would help you.
Yes, please.
Okay, well, this is an interesting confession, and I'm glad that she's being candid with all that she did. And a man is only a man. In this case, a chronicity waka in Swanreye. Can we save this marriage? I pray we are able to. Let us get into the studio, make a conversation out of it. And if you have a situation like that of our sister, you would know that it's not always that when your husband, gets into a situation like this, you could blame them. Sometimes the bad news finds them. Yes, we're seated right here in the studio, about to commence the confession of this young lady that says that, yes, I did it, but really, I didn't intend for it to go this far. People, you heard her confession. I'd like to take your first remarks, and then we delve deep.
Ms. Nancy, good evening. You're looking outstanding today.
Thank you. We are in the pink month of October, acknowledging Breast Cancer Month and patients all over the world. So if there is anyone watching us suffering from breast cancer, our love to you. And if you are not yet, endeavor to take care of yourself and get checked today. Please go ahead.
Ms. Nancy, thank you very much. My point is, I feel like the housemaid's friend is the problem because she was serving as a normal housemaid to the family and everything. There's a saying that show me your friend and I'll show your character. The friend came to influence her, and I feel like it sparked something in her which she wanted to do, but now they're taking a So she was just waiting for a door, an opportunity to be able to.
Isn't there a bit of evil in all of us? That when we are pushed, it just comes out. Yeah. There is evil and good in all of us. Yeah. We just suppress the evil and we put around the good for people to appreciate. Is that not it?
Yeah.
So she's very regular. She's normal, like you and I. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Yeah. And both the monkey and the banana will be safe. Joining us tonight for this conversation is Lady Gifty Deborah, CEO of Favored Counseling and Support Services. People, let her feel loved. Let her feel loved. My Lady Gifty Deborah is always, oh yeah, good to have you, my lady. Wonderful. Thank you. And it's good to have you.
Thank you very much, Miss Nancy.
Yes, we have our very own, our dearest, Openyin Kweku Edumata. I call him Openyin because of the wisdom this man has. And he is a counselor and a life coach. Ladies and gentlemen, our very own. Opa, it's a good one. Good to have you. Please have a seat. Openyin Kweku Edumata.
You've given me a new name.
Yes.
Openyin means
Openyin
a lot. Thank you
Kweku
so much.
Edumata.
Thank you so
Counselor and life coach. Opa.
Yes, ma'am.
My lady, this evening, the young lady says that, yes, I did it. I take absolute responsibility. She did not say yes. She said that her friend convinced her, but she said the man had no hand in it. She lured the man, and now she is pregnant. The madam forced her, and she admitted that it's for daddy. Madam says that, okay, it's for my husband. How can my own husband, imagine the husband of Miss Nancy touching her house assistant, her domestic assistant. It affects your ego, apart from you being jealous. It affects your ego, like,
that's right.
Look at all these meats.
Yeah.
What else are you looking out for? But it has happened.
Exactly.
Madam says that I'm leaving, and this girl is feeling all sorts of remorseful and is saying that, no, this is a good man. Don't let him go. I don't want you to leave your husband just because of what I did. Is she a decent woman?
Thanks for having me. I'm enjoying myself already.
I'm glad.
From the boat. And I would say that I admire the boldness of the young woman in question here, that she could plainly come out and say, this is what I have done, and I did it, and here is the result. But the truth of the matter is that her boldness does not make the wrong right. It is bad to touch something that is not yours.
Yes.
Number one, you agreed with this woman. There was a contract that you were going to come stay with me, clean my house, take care of everything in my home.
Domestically assist her. So that's exactly what
That
she was doing.
was the contract. And at the end of the day, you kind of trespassed, forgetting that men are creatures of sight. They won't see that.
In fact, she knew men were creatures of sight. And that is why she used the sight element in those cases.
She used that tool
Yeah.
against the man. It's very unfortunate.
Very.
I feel the pain that will be going through that woman right now, because you have broken the trust that she had for you to entrust her home into your hands. You've broken it, and it will be very difficult for her if she's not helped with the right coping mechanisms. So my lady, I feel for you both, but I think the domestic help did not do well for her, madam. She broke that trust. And I think she should go far away from them.
Yeah.
No matter what. Whether she can take care of herself or not, then the baby, she should be compensated and she should go far away from them.
Oh, so you admit that the man should compensate her?
Because it happened. You are elderly. The man is older.
Yes.
In this case.
Yes.
He too should have taught better.
Yes.
And know that I should not do this. But he also wanted to just have fun, clean his mouth, and get away with it. So we can't blame all on the young woman.
So
but
the man should take responsibility.
The man should take
for
responsibility.
the girl and the unborn child.
Yes. To some even extent, that child could be taken.
Yes.
From the young woman.
Yes.
If she so wish, and she will be compensated and sent away.
Thank you very much. Offa.
Yes, ma'am.
Your brother is in hot waters. This young lady, very young, beautiful, beautiful skin, and everything that is supposed to stand at that time of the years of her life is absolutely standing and looking straight. And she said she buried it all at the sight of the man, and the man fell. Is it not normal?
Or normal.
Why name
Padepa? One and the a shed the time. Obi a shed the affair. Mr. Hansel, but let me start with this way. In this world in which we are, as we grow up, you make choices.
Yes.
And every choice you make, there is a risk element.
Yes.
That is why you should be looking at.
Yes.
And yet your friend told you, say, seduce you, and no. But if you look at it, that the choices I'm making today, what is the ripple effect come tomorrow? Anything you do now in minimizing the risk element is a decision you're making. So all of us, we should learn this. That don't ever blame anybody thinking that, oh no, man, yeah. It's your choice.
You will live with the consequences.
You will live with the consequences. It will punish you now, raw, who could that down, which and one.
Worry no. Now, let's look at how the young lady described the man. She said, he is intelligent, he is handsome, and then he is kind. At what point does the sir, the boss of the home, move on from his wife to be kind to a girl that is living with the wife? Because I feel that if my husband is kind, I should know that my husband is kind. The girl should know that I am kind because I employed her. There should not be any transaction through which she gets to experience the kindness of my husband. How far should men go in living with domestic assistants?
Miss Nancy, her descriptions foretell that that lady is not a help, but a wife material. Ono awenyini
waso aware
a ope na adie bi dada. Intino, she was only looking for an avenue.
Yeah.
It is not bad if she describes this man so, in terms of his character, it will show in whatever he does. We cannot say because the madam employed, so the man does not have a say, or the man in the home cannot relate with the domestic help.
Yeah.
I've had people come live with me, and my husband will create that haven for them, make you feel a part of the family. You are not an outsider. You are not looked down upon.
Yeah.
So in that case, you become like his son or daughter. Indeed, if this man is expressing any form of kindness, it may be coming from that angle of fatherhood.
Yes.
But it was misinterpreted because someone made a choice.
Yes.
To misunderstand and use it to their advantage. And this advantage brought a very harsh consequence that will end up entangling an entire family. It's unfortunate. So every man can relate to their domestic help, how they so wish. But there should be also some boundaries.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
Thank you, my lady.
So that's what I wanted to add.
Yes.
You see, before you allow somebody to come to your home, you are in control. Set some kind of boundaries.
Yes.
Set it right. And the two of you should be agreeing on the setting of the boundaries. The man, the woman. Nobody should, as we wave it off. Say no. If we can do that. But I believe they did not do that. So the lady thought, take care of my husband. Hey, I don't be me. And let me get closer. Yeah. And then look at the description. A handsome man, an intelligent. Why not kind? Why not and kind? I would love to glue to it till my end comes. So let's look at these things well. Setting boundaries, you should be able to tame the person. We tame. You don't, as it were, instruct or beat. Tame them and let them understand.
Now, let us come to our daily lives of having domestic assistants. Should they always be living in? Why are we obsessed with people living in and under certain circumstances, we don't opt for coming in like they come to work and they leave at a good time? Is that also not safer for us, my lady? You're a woman, you're a family homemaker, just like we all.
I think we got that from medieval times.
Okay.
That this helpers come in as an addition to the family. So that is where we got it from, and we haven't really moved. But in contemporary era, you see people bringing in helps to work like any normal work and go out. Yes. But sometimes the hours into which work goes can be alarming.
Yes.
Somebody will leave the office by 10, deal with some traffic depending on where you live before you get home. So maybe you come today and say, oh, da ochna. So that maybe later you will go. And you do it 1, 2, 3, and it becomes a norm.
They stay.
We get used to each other. Yeah. We are human beings. We can't be that rigid. We get used to each other over time. So when that happens, you tend to say, okay, live in, and that is it. But I think we can also begin to look at it from the other side, that come, do, and go. And then you have to be prepared to cut down certain engagements in order to be there to take care of yourself.
Miss Nancy, quick one. Quick one. When you are a wife, there's a whole lot of things that goes into it. If you're a wife, it means that you should be in control. But when you allow that girl to have manipulation, to have control, you've lost it.
Okay.
Yeah. As a wife, you are supposed to dictate as to what ought to be done there.
You lead.
And he said, we are Obawa warrior. Get to know the role of being a wife.
Yeah.
You are supposed to call for the shots.
Yeah.
And that's where I want to come to.
Yeah.
Don't be lazy. Go and dish and then give it to daddy. Stop those things.
Go and lay daddy's bed.
Go and lay daddy's bed. Do you know what I mean?
That's a sensitive thing, you know.
It is.
I go and watch daddy's face. Stop it.
Daddy's
Do it.
underwear.
Exactly. Do it your own. That is the role of a wife. Ya di adena di agro and ye di akwadro and ye di emfata. Mon come.
Mon
come.
A young lady living with someone having access enough for her friend to visit. She did not even visit at times that she doesn't get to see the homeowners. She came at a time that she would see daddy and say, hey, is that your boss? The things that we expose the people around us to. And it's to all of you in the studio, if anybody has anything to say. Yes, my dear.
Miss Nancy, good evening.
Hi there.
Let me start by saying this. Miss Nancy, this lady is a low end. She's inexpensive. Why would you show yourself to a man? Because you feel like the man is handsome, kind, and intelligent.
That's the boss.
Is he yours? Is it for you? It's for somebody else. Go look for your own. Miss Nancy, you were a village girl coming to the city to seek for goodness pasture.
Sometimes there are city girls living in the city
Okay,
and
they
having
can do that.
occupations in the
But
city.
I am saying that from this
I get
perspective,
you.
like you should know where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Before you can do some behavior or show some behavior, because it's going to affect your future, and even whatever you're doing today is a true reflection of tomorrow. Sure. And again, the Bible says in Proverbs 14:7, it said, "Stay away from fools, because you will not seek knowledge in their lips."
Yes, exactly.
Yes, because the friend came to make more fire. Even though if she was having the intention, but she wasn't ready to do that.
Her friend gave her the strength, the confidence.
Yes. And the Bible also said, 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 33, it said, the Bible says, good company. Sorry, let me remember.
Yeah, let me help with that. Bad company corrupts good manners.
Do not be deceived. Do not be deceived.
Because bad
for
company.
evil communication corrupts good manners.
Yes.
That's what the Bible said.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, please pass the microphone on. The ladies, you are not talking.
They are not talking.
This is what your sister did. Please pass the microphone on. I will come to you later.
Miss Nancy, thank you.
Yes.
So when Opinion was talking,
yes,
he made mention of we setting boundaries.
That's right.
Yes.
So I wanted to say that sometimes the boundaries are set, but as ladies, what you tell us not to do, that is what we are eager to do. So, yes.
When you hear no, you go for yes. I see.
Most ladies, that is how we are. We feel like, why are you telling me not to go for this?
Fantastic.
The curious
So
minds.
I want to know what is inside.
In there.
So it can be that the woman of the house set the boundaries, but she was like, no, I have to test and see what is in there that she's preventing me from having to see.
So
get
you are
it?
justifying
So,
that the
yes.
woman could have done everything right, but a bad
Exactly.
girl will do what bad girls
Exactly. So mostly the boundaries are set, but we go over it.
do. Still.
Thank you.
Yes, sir, gentleman.
Miss Nancy, I don't understand why everybody is bashing the lady in particular.
Okay.
Because every man has to be held accountable for his or her actions.
Have you been seduced before? Did
no,
anybody
listen,
ever
that
take
is
off
why-
her clothes and show you the apples and you stood and you ran like Joseph did in the Bible?
We try it.
And things. So the issue is, as soon as I see that, my brain, it goes off. The one that is in charge is what is down there.
Down there.
You get it?
Yeah,
But
so
right
that's
now,
what happened to this uncle.
so I don't know why everybody is trying to blame the girl. If there is any blame, it has to be on both of them. It shouldn't be one party. Because I feel like everybody is just bashing here for listening to an advice. As a man, you are a married man. When you were standing there taking the vows for better, for worse, till death do
He
us
actually said
part.
he's a husband to one wife.
Yes.
They say that, don't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's for better, for worse. In the Asemnaba saying, I believe that the man has to come out and say, oh, honey, Abba, let's try and find ways and means. I know people who have children outside marriages and their marriage still work.
Thank you. Yes, my dear.
Mercy, good evening.
Good evening.
You're looking so beautiful.
Thank you, sir.
I love what I'm seeing.
Ah, I'm glad.
Yes,
I'm
everything
glad.
is on
I'm
point.
blushing purple. Blushing purple. Let's go.
All right, my name is Bernard. I'm an event organizer. So sometimes, no, I was a married woman beer who what your husband used to do whenever that is in the house. Me, for instance, I went to the boys training college. So I'm used to Aurora home when I'm in the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can go, I come here, me then cry, I come here. So me, for instance, my name is Yeti. Now say, if there is a house, yes, definitely. I was saying to me, you're very careful, say, I should always think that there is someone there. But I come here, I'm used to it for like 10 years.
You've been roaring?
Yes, because me call boys school. So me boys school, no, like Obia Hoko boys school be a bit and say sometimes you know we can even use boxer shorts they call class because of Oba So sometimes you know ladies should be very careful.
Yeah.
I was so who couldn't subine.
Yeah.
The way I sit here whenever that you guys are in the house, they also behave.
That's
So maybe you can
important.
take decisions because when you're very careful, there are certain decisions it can affect you in the future.
Thank you. This is Confessions on TV3. I am Miss Nancy, and tonight she says that yes, I seduced my boss. I'm pregnant for him, but I do not want his marriage to go down the drain. Please help me. And we are trying to help him. Don't go away. We'll be right back. You are welcome back to Confessions on TV3. I am Miss Nancy, and Confessions is brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. Tonight, I'm seated with these wonderful ladies and gentlemen and supported by Opening.
I am highly honored.
I'm glad you are.
That title.
Oh, yes. You're a great man. Oh, yes. Oh, you're Penny. And I also have the lady, Gifty Deborah, with us tonight. So, my husband cheated. Let's start from cheating. My husband slept with another woman. Just this week, there was a comment by a very popular radio presenter about how women that leave their marriages because their husbands cheated end up as side chicks for other women's husbands. My husband cheated. Is it enough for you to let go of your commitment, of your family, if there are children involved, just because your husband slept with another woman? Whether he was seduced or not is not under this discussion. But my husband cheated. Should I just let him go?
No.
Lady Gifty. Or offer.
I'm
Offer Koso.
Miss Nancy.
Yes.
Why not Bonnie and Bono? Why not that's way or trap pepe?
Debbie.
Yen I walk nan soil.
Yes.
And tis a wawame. What worry nan sunu swaka home? That I say, you marry the ugly.
Yes.
You marry the filth.
Yeah.
At the end of born. So but me that is your marriage.
Yes.
And yet dear friend kwa. And it is as a result of this no kwaya busano ebane saying for all you know wobano you are not actually exhibiting your rights and the things you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It's as a result of an okotochima. And that is why it will happen like that. But whatever it is, you need to let go. Let God.
Yes.
The idea is that why name the bonnet? Jesus Christ cried your bonnet. He forgave us. So why can't you also forgive? Don't look at the cheating aspect.
I'm a woman.
Yes,
a lady is also here. Sometimes you're wondering, that is why he prefers to be with other women. Let me get out of the way so that he can do it.
Miss Nancy, what Janyama? Why ne who first? I didn't know who me. Why do you want to stay with me? It's still there. And you're right. Eti mi ko twa me ho ba ko nti wo so aspa se no.
Uko twa ho.
I said yeah, and buy it. That's how it happened.
Yeah.
But all that I want to say, the reason why you say yes to me, the reason why I came to you and say I want to marry you, it's still there.
So, Ofa, you're trying to say that sometimes you do the things you do, but it's not with any feelings or anything. It's just
I'm not
action.
justifying it. I'm not justifying, but that's how it happens. You see, when the devil is working, he works in beauty. The devil works in beauty.
Classically. Yeah.
And it's there. Everybody has that tendency.
My lady, women are walking out of marriages, relationships, because one cheated. Should we?
Too bad.
No.
Too bad.
Miss Nancy, seriously, this brings me to a debate that I've gone on a while now. I think it's subsided a bit, where in the church, people need to make vows and they go for better, for best, and for richer and for
poorer, till death do
you
us
know,
part.
Marriage,
which is not even in the Bible.
Yes, marriage is a real wealth. It is something that God uses to build a man.
Yes.
I think I would say it is his #1 strategy.
Yes.
To build you, for you to grow and become that man with that name. God uses marriage to do that. Yes. So everything inside of you will be tested in the confines of marriage.
Oh, yeah.
It is not artificial. Exactly. It's a natural realm. You subscribe or you opt out. So this behavior that have come up, it did not come from outside. The girl might have orchestrated one or two, but it is within the man.
And in fact, within every man.
Every man.
And even woman. God will not bring anything, or the devil will not use anything outside of you. It is what you have inside of you already.
That is you.
That he will press that button against you.
Yes.
So you fall for it and he's happy.
Exactly.
Now the man have fallen. You have been told already that you are here to help him to become, to grow. Meaning that he is not there in himself completely. So at the end of the day, if such a thing happens, you walk out, you have allowed that young woman to win over you. You have failed.
Exactly. As a wife.
Because she calculated it. She's telling us.
And now this young woman is actually saying that, Madam, your husband is good. He's a good man. I seduced him. Please don't leave him.
Miss
and
Nancy,
you still want to go.
Miss Nancy, even though this young woman is saying that, it's just a matter of time. Otune say Kim, the lady would take over the man.
Oh, yes.
And even care for him better than maybe that woman can do.
Let me tell you what.
Yeah.
If you take your shoes in your bedroom and you leave it outside your gate and somebody picks it up, has the person stolen from you?
No. I found my treasure. That's it. I found my treasure.
Debbie. Yes.
So don't exhibit say, oh, obiaye. And that comes into the issue of friends. Quickly, let me put it in this.
Yes.
Who is your friend? Why no damn? You need one particular friend, though. You have friends for different issues.
Yeah.
Look for it.
That's right.
But if you block me alone as a friend,
Yes.
How much more human being walking around? Let's be learning and get it right. Because all these things kill. And now for Nasaya worry baby.
Assembly or cry and can't say ya down for you. Say more. Oh, baby, someone no was soon.
Exactly.
As to me. In trim.
That's it.
And I'm a boy.
Miss Nancy.
Yes, my lady.
Nancy. Oba biane okunu biano. Ehia yonkopa.
Yes.
When we go in and they tell us, oh, now that you're married, don't make friends, don't talk to anybody and all that. Sometimes, yana emwaye.
You need a friend.
Of course. So find quality people
Yes.
that the couple can be friends with. They rub on you and you rub on them. Sometimes that is even deliverance enough. In Tinkapape, they have a friend, a couple friend that they also look up to. Okay? And this thing was coming. At the thought of that friend, that alone could have helped him before even the wife. And we should learn to talk about everything as couples. I'm sure, say, akolano emfiti enriensi papa no so. Otutu na namo. Inti wuhuno. Tell your wife, Ajua, I think I don't see Ekia very well. Maybe take your time and observe and see whether you see what I'm seeing. You should talk about everything. But when we are quiet and that link is blocked,
you will be overwhelmed by sin.
Yes.
That's a good one. Now, in the studio, people had some questions and contributions.
Hello.
Okay, so Ray.
Okay,
shoot.
Thank you so much. Well, so from what my father and mother here were saying, it reminded me of something. I have married for 5 years now.
Okay.
And throughout my 5 years journey, I witnessed the same marriages that have happened 5 years in my church, going through the same counseling.
Yeah.
In my church, when you enter the pastor's office, there's this particular drawer that he takes a particular book from.
Yeah.
And in that book contains all the counselings that the couples are going to go through.
Yeah.
And for 5 years, I've witnessed couples who have married going through the same counseling. But now the question is, out of that same, about let's say 7 or 8 marriages within that duration, some have collapsed. Some are doing well. So I got to the realization that, okay, the counseling itself happens within the marriage. What the pastors give us is just the surface of it. So right from the time where you start planning your wedding, where your wife will tell you, let's plan for 300 people. You say, no, I don't have the money. Let's plan 100 people. That is where the counseling starts. So when you get to that level, you tell, or you could agree to yourself that no one can come into that marriage to destroy it. Because that is the time you're going to learn or study each other so well. Thank you.
That is what he's saying, that he probably thinks there is no need. But to be honest, for a corporate woman like myself, even without a living-in husband at the moment, with just my daughter, it can be very overwhelming.
Set rules.
So if we're going to go back to no house helps, gentlemen, work hard and make your wives stay-at-home moms with salaries. And all of these challenges will go away.
Stop. I love that. I love that.
Yes. If I'm going to live my career, you see, to be the absolute home manager, I need the security that I don't need to beg you for anything. I'm earning my keep.
Excellent. In marriage, there's no compulsion. It is my will to give. I am sacrificing for you. No! No, but don't tell me.
But you have to. No, because
Counselor, it can be agreed upon.
For a woman to be at the mercy of a husband.
Yes, ma'am.
If the husband is not a very responsible and committed, decent husband, you will suffer paper.
Miss Nancy, so who do you term as responsible?
A man that knows that this is my wife and she has needs. And so I make arrangements for her to be provided for. No, that is why we need to work so that I'm taking care of myself.
So we got to be very careful.
We are good.
Good.
Miss Nancy,
Okay. Yes,
there's something I want to add to all this. Preventive measures.
Yes.
I realized the lady was in love with the man. Or she fell for the boss. And the boss couldn't resist. Now, we have this situation that when our wives seize condoms or preventive measures within our pockets or our bags or in our drawers and other things, they get angry and very, very furious. Assuming this man was able
to protect
himself. Because having the sexual intercourse is not the problem. But what comes out of it, aside of being the lady getting pregnant, there are so many other diseases that comes to it.
Yeah.
Who does she sleep with? Who has she been sleeping with all this while?
all this while.
Then all of a sudden, the boss, Papa Soja, you come enter. You they destroy. At the end of the day, you don't know what happens. And then I want to talk to our wives. Our wives. Please, when men fall, in terms of having sexual intercourse with your friend,
Friend,
a house
don't
help,
try. Friend,
Miss
don't
Nancy,
even
no,
try.
it happens.
No, with someone else.
I'm
Don't.
generalizing it. Friends, housemates, colleagues, and other things. In case they had that thing, find out why. Immediately you get to know. Please, there's this song. Mumu why no nye bonida.
Now what?
Mumu why no fomuye. Obanu niye want bomono. You see, oh, Bema. Ye bonia. Emma muna mama wari china.
Yeah.
Emma muna mama wari china. Ye bonia. Mum wini home. Na mo nwini nko akiri say ye dachi be ye say na mo fa nche ye move on.
If you have a husband like James Clark, you see, he's not even done the sin. He's taking advantage of this conversation to ask his wife for forgiveness for the sins he's about to commit.
Yes. But Miss Nancy, let me add this to the forgiveness thing. And you have been a back as a fache. It should come from within. And you should have the meaning as to why I want to let go.
Yeah.
So you do it naturally, intuitively. It comes. So Uma said, "We don't go patch out." We say, "Wait, get to know." Because when you forgive, you restart. Adiana na say no me do boni acho yen start you. And yet the me de chair no was continue yo. Wait. Yeah. Totally wrong.
Yes, my lady.
Nancy, if maybe in the future I should go in for maybe a nanny or a house help or something, I think I would prefer someone elder than me, like someone who is
okay.
Good.
Yeah, because girls of these days, it's a no. I remember like 9 years ago after SHS, there was this friend of mine. He worked with an Indian, so he was like, okay, so my wife needs like a Ghanaian to help with like Ghanaian foods and all that. And I said, okay, I'll do it. He said, I am sorry. You are too pretty for that because the man cannot stand you.
Yes.
Men will always be men.
Yeah. Men will always be men. And you have to know as a man, be realistic about the things that you find appealing. So if you like them light-skinned, make sure that the girl you're living with is dark. If you like them curvaceous, get a straight one so that you will not be tempted, right?
The weakness of a man is the eye.
Yeah.
The first look is not evil.
Yeah.
The second look, you are giving temptation.
Yeah.
Third look, you fall. When you hear you,
it will say two at least. Two, no edge.
You need.
Reporter. All right, okay, we're wrapping up the conversation, and this girl is remorseful. What are we saying to this girl also, and to the man, and to the wife? We're wrapping up. Offer, you take it first, and then my lady.
Miss Nancy, Bonnie Nyaba, Aseme Nyaba. And I want the lady to admit the fact that you made a mistake.
Yeah.
Go with the man to the woman. Initially, the two of you cannot go, but go to the woman and apologize.
Yeah.
Say, Sabio, it was so stupid on my part to have done everything I did. I didn't know I would get to this extent. Forgive me, ma'am. And in that countenance, the words you use, the body language will speak.
Yeah.
Whether you are real or not.
Oh, no.
Then, you have a friend, Papa. I was the and then, as mom said, escort that woman. The baby is yours. So you can take the baby, or you can still have some kind of a relationship with the baby.
Thank you. Thank you. That is for you, young lady watching Confessions. Who brought your confessions tonight? My lady.
For my lady, the boss lady in the home, that these things happen.
Yeah.
But every husband and wife must endeavor to make each other happy, no matter what.
Yes.
Cheating is a serious matter. It could be that someone seduced you. It could be that I didn't know I was drugged. And we can give all the excuses for it. But you know, there are things that Bible says are abominations, they must not be done. If you find yourself there, turn around, seek your partner's forgiveness sincerely, and don't go back to it. Because when we cheat, we invoke a lot of evil against our lineage. You can't solve it today. Obi de beya wo ba, obi de beya wo mama. I mean, it just flows. So let's not open that door when we are not ready. The best is to shut it. 5 minutes are made dime honsono. And say she, it doesn't make you less a man or less a woman. Inti ma me boss lady. Yeah, but your best reset na say. Men na she papa ni ye.
This is a good one. Now we know some sins are just not for everybody. This has been Confessions on TV3. I am Miss Nancy. Confessions is brought to you by MTN everywhere you go. Tonight, we enjoyed the wisdom of Openyi, Kweku, Edumata, and of course, the lady Gifty Deborah. It's been a great time. Same time next week, we come to you with another episode. I love you. Mwah.